The question I'm going to put to her from the point of view of community involvement, she's a very involved person. You are a people person. How kindly do you take to that expression?
I thank you for that. That's a very nice expression. Yes, I see my life as a community member. I like to help out wherever I'm asked to, wherever I feel there's need. I take part in a lot of committees and organisations in Nottingham to support various causes. So learning, education, that's important to me. I've worked in school settings for many years in London, as well, 13 years.
Oh.
And I think that we need to learn. We're always learning, and there's always something to learn. And it's about learning off each other, especially the older members of our community. They have a lot of stories to tell. They have a lot of life experiences we can pick up from them to move forward instead of us experiencing the same hurdle that they had. So we need to engage and help each other and listen. We don't listen to each other enough. We're busy, on technology, but we need to talk to each other more. So that's what I'm interested in.
Yes, and in terms of techniques and mechanisms, you would say that writing plays a very important part in all of this, which is why we're meeting today for this. When we're focusing on writing, for instance, because I was reading a manuscript, one of your latest manuscripts the other day, and what took me back, the whole shape, the ethos of what you're preparing for readers looks rather like an intricate patchwork, personal, private, individual journeys coming from people who have lived across Nottingham, the community, for the past 20, 30, 40, even 50 years.
That's right.
And I have to commend you on documenting situations like that with such passion.
Yes, thank you. I mean, what I have been working on for a couple of years now, is a book called Jamaicans in Nottingham. Very simple title, but there's a very deep meaning to the work that I've gathered. I spent over a year and a half interviewing lots of members of the community who came to Nottingham in the 50s and 60s.
Ah, yes.
Other works have been done before. I've seen other books on similar topics, but I just think it's not about one person doing a book and that's it. It's about collecting. Other people need to do what I've done as well, collecting stories from people in the community, interviewing them, sitting down with them, recording it, writing it up and keeping it as accurate as possible, because that will tell us a lot about their experiences, what happened when they first left Jamaica in the 50s. How did they know about England? Yes, they learnt about it through school, but was it through posters, advertising? How did the British government recruit in the Caribbean? Yeah, so I was interested in that, and really I was interested in their journey, their physical journey when they left Jamaica, the names of the boats that they went on, and the length of time they spent on the boat, 2-3 weeks, and the money. Most of them said, I'd interviewed over 20 people, and I know that might seem a small number, but it is a start. I mean, there's many more people, but at the same time, we're finding that a lot of them are in their approaching their 80s now, and many are sadly passing away. So I'm still working on my manuscript because there's more people that I need to see. But I mean, what I found that when people were leaving Jamaica was the money that it cost them to buy their tickets. Most of them said they'd paid £75 or £85 in 1950, 55, and that to me, I mean, I think that's around over £3,000 they'd saved up, or community members had helped them put that money together to buy the tickets. So that really, affected me, made me think about their ability to save, which nowadays we don't save enough money to do anything. Many of us don't have £5 in our bank account, yes, because we don't learn to save and work towards things. So it showed me diligence and resilience of the elders in our community, what they did to come here to prepare themselves, and then when they came here, what they did about finding accommodation and helping each other out where they stayed and the jobs that they found. So I just found it really interesting. I've put the work together. It's with a publisher at the moment, and I just hope that it gets published. If it doesn't, I will publish it online, do it as an e-publication.
Have you got a title in
I
mind?
have. I was just about to tell you that. It's called Jamaicans in Nottingham, Voices and Memories. That is the working title. It may change, but that's the main focus of it.
Yeah, and I can see empowerment through education, a tool, that of being you in your capacity as a teacher, for instance. So at long last, the time has come for us to document our stories in whatever shape or form. Now, what is so unique about your approach and all of this, and I'm so very glad I've had the chance to touch base, is that your approach is the structured, trained, journalistic approach. Now, behind us here, there's Nottingham Playhouse, and all of those people, however professional they look, they're just coming from the groundwork of experience, just like me, a performer poet, experience. But you have got a lot to say to your students. I'm so very pleased. And at this juncture, I'll just have to thank you for coming in on this. We need you to address. I think you've talked about culture, cross-cultural issues, the Jamaica, the Caribbean, the Africa, the sort of issues that we need to open up, like pegs, the tangerine. Let us all research it together. I thank you very much for being a part of this